gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
Hello. We are back.
We are back, and what episode are we at?
Episode 71.
Episode 71.
Yes, cannot believe we're already 71 episodes into this.
Yeah, and that's not putting it mildly. Episode 71.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Okay. Well, welcome, you guys, as always, to Voices and Views. And I know that you guys have been hanging in there with us. We actually was a little slow getting in because we're waiting on our guests to join.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and start the show. We put a call out reminder out, and so that's all we can do. So if something should happen where we don't have our guests, we still have something exciting planned we can continue on with.
Yeah.
So you want to do a few, and I'll do a few announcements.
Okay. So first up is the Memorial Day and Children's Mental Health Awareness Community Celebration and Proclamation.
Oh, yeah.
And Operation Love is one of the sponsors. So that's going to be Monday, May 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an event by Hope Wins, and the location is the Freeport Arts Plaza. And Voices and Views will be there to cover.
Yes. You guys make sure you come out.
Mm-hmm. And what to expect is Memorial Day and Children's Mental Health Awareness Community Celebration and Proclamation. Join us this Memorial Day as we honor the future they fought for while coming together to uplift and support the mental health of our children and families at the Freeport Arts Plaza.
Yes, like I say, come on out. We're there from 11 to 1 on Monday. Come out so you can talk to Voices and Views and share your concerns or give that encouragement, and also support Operation Love. Come out and have some popcorn by purchasing popcorn. We'll have merch there, Voices and Views that you can purchase to help us and everything. And we'll also have like our sponsorship package and their information for the flyers on hand.
And next, we have the 100 Father's Day event featuring the queens of the stage. Tina Renee, V Sunshine, Candace Jackson, Devanice, and Lil Rounds. And that is going to be Sunday, June 21st from 5 p.m., not a.m., my bad, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And location is going to be Levings Park, Levings Lake at 1420 South Pierpont Ave in Rockford, Illinois. It is free entry, and the event starts at 5 p.m. So definitely you don't want to miss out on this.
Oh no, that sounds real exciting. I used to go to all those free concerts in Chicago in the park, so sounds exciting.
And next we have the 8th Annual Community Fun Day Free Bicycle Giveaway. Sponsored by Inspired Victory Lodge No. 1, Most Worshipful Celestial Grand Lodge, Honorable Willie Black, 33rd Degree Grand Worthy Matron of LATIA Grand Chapter, Lady Stella Black. When is going to be May 30th at Taylor Park from 1 p.m. until done. And they said, come out and support our 8th Community Fun Day. We will have fun for all ages. All kids' games will include prizes, free refreshments for all attendees. Free bike raffle tickets will be given away for kids 13 and under.
Mm-hmm.
So, one ticket per child, and parent or guardian must be present for your child to win and claim a bicycle. Please come out and enjoy the fun. That is May 30th, 1 p.m. till done at Taylor Park. That's all I've got.
That's all you have? All right. I was just sending another message here out to our guests, and let's see what I have here. For the other half of the announcements, oh, this is in May, the end of the year dance, May 29, 2026, and that's from 7 to 10 p.m. for the 5th through the 8th grade members, fifth through the eighth grade kids. It's $2 for the members. It's $3 if you're not a member to get in. And DJ Mike J will be spinning the jams for the kiddos. It's going to be held at the King Community Campus, and that's 511 South Liberty Avenue. And to remind you, it says this event is not affiliated with the Freeport School District. So go out and enjoy. Let the kiddos go out and enjoy.
Apparently,
And
they felt the
also,
need to announce that.
yes, and people probably must have been getting it all mixed up.
They must be
Sometimes,
having another dance
yeah,
like
and they
around
want to
this
make.
time.
I know Mike DJs and a lot of their dances and everything, a lot of the school dances. Okay, the first ever Juneteenth parade. I am looking forward to this.
Mm-hmm.
Walk with Us in Unity. It's a 3-day event, you guys, and it's from June 19th to the 21st, Saturday, June 20th at Taylor Park. The lineup will start at 9:30 a.m. and the parade starts at 11:30 a.m. It said it will be featuring dance teams, live drums, candy for the crowd, concessions, so much more. Everyone is welcome to join. Call in all businesses and organizations. Create your own banners and walk with us. Vendor opportunities for all 3 days. Businesses only pay $50 for all 3 days. Nonprofits $25. And youth vendors only $10. And that covers all 3 days. Sunday, Church in the Park. Join us for powerful choirs and a soulful gospel music, and also a Father's Day grill off. And the winter takes home the trophy, a community awards trophy. And you can win the raffle. They have a new shed built. I like that. And it will
Mm-hmm.
be built by the Men of Change Youth. Isn't that something? You can win to have a shed built on your property by the Men of Change Youth. The community events include youth and adult speakers, poets, kids crafting and educational activities, mental health resources, insurance and financial information, and it's also Rockford Black Chambers and much more. So for more information or to register, contact Akia Sanders. That's 815-238-3601. Again, 238-3601 if you're interested in participating. The Winnercheck Playhouse, June 26th and the 27th at 6 p.m. American Sun. That display is going to be put on and is sponsored by the Boys and Girls Club of the Stevenson County and NAACP and Citizens United for Rights, Respect, and Equity, sorry, presents American Sun. And starring the cast, let me see if I can read this tiny writing. Philonise Brooks, Justin Sachez, and Carl Stewart, Ronnie Bush, and it's directed by Mr. James Ryan Jr. That's at the Wintercheck Playhouse, you guys, and that's going to be a 2-day event, 26th and the 27th. And two more quick announcements here. Our Young Entrepreneur Expo is coming up in High Hope Freeport. That's going to be doing a Toddy Baker Festival event, and it's going to be July 11th from 12 to 3, Adams and Main Street Stage. There are flyers out. You can go on High Hope Freeport page. You can also go on Operation Love Freeport's page. There are flyers there because they have the QR codes on them, which you scan and just register with all your information, and also put if you need a table or not. The event is totally free to participate. The youth get to keep all their money. It's for youth from the age of 8 to 18. Join us for the Young Entrepreneur Expo. And I told you, sponsored by Operation Love and High Hope Freeport. Do you have a business, a product, a talent, or a service you want the community to see? This is your time to shine. You young entrepreneurs 8 to 18 are invited to showcase, promote, and to sell what they have to offer in a fun, exciting atmosphere. Come be a part of the energy at the festival and let your creativity, hustle, and business skills take the center stage. Voices and Views do have sponsorship flyer package, and I want to let you guys know in order to support, you can go on our page. It is on our page. We will have copies of it this coming Monday down at the festivities for the Youth Awareness Program. So, a few
Mm-hmm.
things going on this month and next month also.
Mm-hmm.
Seem like our area is going to be kind of busy, kind of busy. So don't look like our guest has joined us, have he? Have they?
No.
No,
Any message?
I don't see any message. I made a phone call. I left a message.
You checked Messenger one more time?
Okay, let me check one more time. And then, okay, it just says he missed a call. No, nothing from that. So
Okay.
maybe it's just running late. Well, it's 6:22, so let's
Yeah.
get into finish going through
Our
some of
hat.
our hacks. We
Yeah.
started
Let's get back into
part
some of
one,
those.
so we can get back into that. Maybe something came up with our guests. You never know what's
Right.
going
Yeah.
on, especially in today's world, but we always have to be prepared. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to get back into where we left off at our 25 grandma genius hacks, I believe it says, and we're just gonna listen to them and we're gonna just respond from there. Feel free to comment though, you guys.
Yep. You can still comment. We'll still pull your comments up and interact with them.
That's right. That's right. Yes. We will still interact with you what you say because I tell you, have you get a chance to try any of the hacks yet?
Honestly, no. Not
I
really.
I have tried the one with the aluminum foil cleaning your grill. I balled up the aluminum foil and it did work. I had the grill that day, so I used it and it worked great for cleaning your grill. Just scrubbing that rack,
Mm-hmm.
it removed all that black tar that's get built up on your grill. So I can say that that hack did work.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Where were we?
Well, I don't know exactly where we left off at,
I don't think we
but
were this far. I think we were a little bit past here.
okay.
Neutralize pet
Yeah,
odors
and then
better
somebody
than most
might not have seen some, so it's okay. Just pick a comfortable spot.
commercial products. Plus, it's completely safe if your dog or cat happens to walk through it.
We
Try
are so
saying that
glad to
about
have you
chemical
guys
carpet cleaners.
here.
The
We
cost
want
difference
you
is
to talk
insane
to
too. A
us.
box of cornstarch costs about
Oh yeah,
$2 and can
cornstarch
clean your carpets multiple
Okay,
times.
let's go.
Number
for carpet
17,
cleaner.
save leftover bread
Okay.
for crumbs. Throwing away stale bread was basically a crime in your grandparents' house. That slightly hard loaf wasn't trash, it was the beginning of next week's meatloaf, or
Yes,
breadcrumb
save
coating for
your
chicken,
stale
or
bread
stuffing for
for
Sunday dinner.
breadcrumbs.
They
Well, I
understood
guess
That's
something
one of
we've
our
forgotten.
hacks.
Stale bread is actually more useful than fresh bread for certain things. Here's what they did. Take that day-old bread, tear it into chunks, and pulse it in a food processor. Or if you're really old school like Grandma, grate it on a box grater. Now you've got fresh breadcrumbs that taste 10 times better than those sandy things in a can. Store them in the
those
freezer,
sandy
and they
things in
last
a
for
can.
months. But breadcrumbs were just the beginning. Stale bread makes the best French toast because it soaks up the egg mixture without falling apart. It makes superior bread pudding for the same reason. And crushed up with some herbs and olive oil, it becomes the perfect topping for casseroles. Your grandmother probably
Wow.
had a specific drawer
Wait,
or tin.
I didn't think about that, about the breadcrumbs, as much as saving them,
Hmm.
because it's a good thing. Think about how fast bread gets old now.
Really
It
fast.
instantly gets old, and if you can crumble that up and make bread crumbs. But the thing that really baffled me is the French toast,
Yeah.
because I hate that when you're making French toast and your bread is soggy and it just
Hmm.
falling, stretching out, and because that egg makes it that way. But if the bread is kind of stale, kind of stiff, not moldy, but kind of stale, it won't happen.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Maybe I'll try that for breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
In where all the bread ends went. Nothing was wasted. Number 16, lemon juice for stain removal. Before there was OxyClean, there was lemon juice. Your
Lemon
grandmother knew
juice for
that this
stain
simple citrus
removal
fruit was
Hmm.
basically
is number
bleach from nature.
16.
I
Got a
have a
stubborn
white
stain on a
shirt. I
white
need to
shirt?
try that
Squeeze
on.
some lemon juice on it, let it sit in the sun for an hour, then wash as usual. The
Okay.
citric acid breaks down the stain, while the sun amplifies the bleaching effect. It's like a 1-2 punch from Mother Nature herself. Coffee
Hmm.
stains, wine stains, grass
Okay.
stains, they all surrender to
All
lemon
those
juice.
things.
But here's what's really clever. Lemon juice also works on hard surfaces. Those yellow stains in your bathtub, lemon juice and salt.
What?
What? They just said lemon
What?
juice and salt
And you know
can get
what?
rid of stains in your bathroom
In your bathtub. That
and
is
your
so
tub.
crazy. Lemon juice and salt to clean your bathtub instead of. I just bought this tub cleaner and all this stuff, and of course, those chemicals are not good to be breathing in. But
Hmm.
just think, that one. I'm definitely gonna have to try.
Yeah,
Because I
definitely.
just bought, we buy these bathroom cleaners, and if we can
Can't
get
even breathe
something,
by the time you get
no, you
done.
can't even breathe in. We breathing that stuff in, and it's irritating our skin and our eyes, and we getting all this stuff. All these chemicals are so strong, but lemon juice and salt, probably a coarse salt for scrubbing, I
Yeah,
imagine, but
yeah.
it's worth a try. And then, hey, your tub smells like lemon. It could smell a lot worse.
Right?
Hmm.
The cutting board that's seen better days, lemon juice and coarse salt, scrub, and it looks brand new. Your grandma probably went through lemons like crazy, and not just for her tea. She knew that lemon juice could remove rust stains from clothes, brighten whites without harsh chemicals, and even remove those mystery stains that nobody wants to talk about. Mix lemon juice with cream of tartar, and you've got a paste that can tackle almost any stain on any surface. Number 15, cucumber for removing pests. This one sounds like
Mm.
an old wives' tale, but it's absolutely true. Cucumbers repel ants and cockroaches. Your grandmother didn't need an
They just said cucumbers repel ants and cockroaches and pests. So you can
Isn't
just
that something?
cut up a cucumber and set it out, and it'll repel all that nasty little
And
bugs
you
and
also
stuff.
can use the peelings too if you don't want to, just waste
Yeah,
the
don't waste a cucumber.
cucumber.
Eat the cucumber and leave the
Just, yeah,
skin.
use the skin, use the peels of it to place it around. And that's something, then another thing, again, we won't have to inhale those fumes and use these toxic things. It's worth trying,
Mm-hmm.
If the cucumber skins, they're just scraps. So, it's worth trying.
Yep. And we see you over there, TikTok. Thank you for the love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's get back into these hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Exterminator, she had the produce aisle. Here's why it works. Cucumbers contain compounds that ants and roaches absolutely hate. Place cucumber slices or peels near ant entry points in your pantry or anywhere you've seen these pests, and watch them disappear. They won't cross that cucumber barrier. It's like an invisible force field made of salad ingredients. The best part is it's completely safe around kids and pets. No toxic sprays, no chemical
Hmm.
residue, just cucumber doing what cucumber does. Your grandma probably kept cucumber peels specifically for this purpose. After making her cucumber sandwiches, those peels went straight to strategic locations around
Mm-hmm.
the kitchen. But wait, it gets better. Cucumber slices also work in the garden to deter certain pests. Slugs and
In
snails
the
won't go near.
gardens too?
Yes, so you can
Wow.
also put them in your garden, the cucumbers, and it'll repel slugs and snails and little
And that's
nasty
the time,
things.
this is the time of year for gardens. Speaking of gardens, I've been
Yeah,
working on
tell them about your
our
garden.
garden. It's just a small little garden I have set on the side of the house. I have a nice little greenhouse, and we have been growing different vegetables and stuff. So when Operation Love is out there feeding the elderly and helping the community, we'll have a supply of certain veggies that we can use, and they're growing good. The garden is looking good. I've already, in this short time, I harvested crunchy lettuce already, and with that crunchy lettuce, I'm gonna be making me a BLT in the morning
Nice.
using the crunchy lettuce. And right now, I also have harvest kale and also have harvest what else? Parsley. Harvested parsley and kale today, and those are working real good. But I'm gonna make a soup. I'm gonna make a special soup, and it's gonna be with smoked turkey, red potatoes, onions, a kale, of course, will be in
Mm-hmm.
there. I'll put my milk, my creams, and different spices and broth in there. And also in there, I'll top it off with a little of our fresh parsley. So, going to be incorporating some of those fresh veggies from the garden. And I'm hoping we get the garden to the point like we did last year where we can share, and pass out veggies and stuff because I have tomatoes, I have strawberries, I have everything in there. So the garden is growing good, and I'm keeping a daily tab. If you guys haven't seen that, of my day, and a lot of it is taking care of that garden and getting eat up by mosquitoes. But I'm gonna take care of that because I'm gonna put some coffee grounds around the yard. You guys are use coffee grounds also repel. I believe it's in this year. So let's continue.
All right. And if you do want to see TikTok, you're going to head over to one of our channels on either
Hmm.
Facebook or YouTube, Voices and Views, Zan and Chelz.
Yes, and then you can actually see the video TikTok. Come on over there now. We're there now waiting on
Them.
you.
Place rings of cucumber slices around plants you want to protect. It's organic pest control that you can eat when you're done. Number 14, Aluminum foil for sharpening scissors. Dull scissors were never a problem in your grandparents' house, and they didn't own a fancy scissor sharpener either. They had aluminum foil. Take a sheet of foil, fold it over several times so you have about 6 to 8 layers, then cut through it with your dull scissors. Make long cuts from base to tip. After about 10 cuts, your scissors are sharp again. It's absolutely mind-blowing how well this works. The foil acts as a very fine sharpening stone, honing the blade edges as you cut. Your grandmother probably sharpened every pair of scissors in the house this way. Sewing scissors, kitchen shears, even those tiny nail scissors. All it took was a piece of foil that cost maybe 2 cents. But here's another foil trick she knew. Crumpled aluminum foil makes an excellent scrubber for your grill or oven racks. It's abrasive enough to remove burnt-on food but won't scratch the metal like steel wool might. And if you really want to blow your mind, a ball of aluminum foil in your dryer reduces static. Your
I forgot
grandparents
about that.
Okay.
Aluminum foil
Aluminum
in
foil
your dryer.
in your
A ball
dryer
of aluminum foil.
can reduce the static. So I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
And another thing they said is aluminum foil, if you fold it up and get some scissors, you can sharpen your scissors with about 10
Yeah.
cuts into some aluminum foil.
Isn't that something they have the exact number of cuts too that they know and
Yeah,
it'll sharpen your scissors? Well, it's cheaper than a sharpener.
right?
Just use some foil.
Right? Saves you money.
Mm-hmm.
didn't know why it worked, they just knew it did. Number 13, rubber band to open jars. That stubborn pickle jar was no match for Grandma's rubber band trick. While we're out here buying jar opening gadgets and running jars under hot water, she just grabbed a thick rubber band, wrap it around the lid of the jar, and suddenly you've got superhuman grip strength. The rubber band increases friction dramatically, making it almost impossible for your hand to slip. This simple trick has probably prevented more jar-related frustration than any gadget ever invented. Your grandmother likely kept a few thick rubber bands in her kitchen drawer specifically for this purpose. But she didn't
Wow.
stop there.
Wow.
Rubber
Wow. So if you saw a lot of rubber bands laying around your grandma's kitchen, that's probably why.
Right?
She's using them to open up jars.
Right? Now, this is the one that I need to try next time I get a hold of a jar because I always have trouble opening jars. Rubber bands to open jars. That's another hack.
Isn't it something?
bands had dozens of uses in her household arsenal. Wrap one around a slipping cutting board to keep it in place. Put them around the ends of hangers to keep clothes from sliding off. Use them to keep cabinet doors closed if the latch is broken. She even used them to mark different family members' drinking glasses at parties. Different colored bands meant different people. No confusion, no extra dishes to wash. The versatility of a simple rubber band in your grandparents' hands was truly something to behold. Number 12, repurpose old t-shirts for cleaning rags. Your grandparents never bought cleaning rags, ever. Why would they when every worn-out t-shirt was a future cleaning cloth waiting to happen? That shirt with
Another
the hole
hack,
under the arm
turn your old
didn't go in the
t-shirts
trash.
into cleaning
It
rags.
went to the rag drawer. Cut into squares, old t-shirts make the best cleaning rags imaginable. The cotton is soft enough for delicate surfaces, but durable enough for tough jobs. They're absorbent, washable, and when they finally fall apart after months of use, you don't feel bad throwing them away because they already had a full life as clothing. Your grandma probably had a whole system. White shirts became kitchen rags. Colored shirts were for dirty jobs, like cleaning the car or wiping up spills in the garage. The really soft ones were saved for dusting furniture. And flannel shirts,
Oh,
those
yeah.
were gold. Perfect for polishing glass and mirrors without leaving lint. This wasn't just about being frugal, though that was certainly part of it. These homemade rags actually worked better than store-bought ones. They'd been washed dozens of times, so they were incredibly absorbent. Number 11, shoe polish to restore leather. That expensive leather
Ooh.
restoration kit at the furniture store? Your grandfather would have laughed at it. He had shoe polish, and that's all he needed. Black shoe polish for black leather furniture, brown for brown, clear for everything else. A little polish, a soft cloth, and some elbow grease could make a 20-year-old leather chair look like it just came from the showroom. The key was regular maintenance. He didn't wait for the leather to crack and fade. Every few months, out came the shoe polish. It conditions the
Okay.
leather, fills in small scratches, and adds a protective layer against future damage. Your leather jacket looking a bit worse for wear?
That makes
Shoe
sense.
polish? Leather purse lost its luster? Shoe polish. Even leather car seats got the shoe polish treatment. It's the same principle. Leather is leather, whether it's on your
Right?
feet or your
Yeah.
furniture. But here's the really clever part. Shoe polish can color match small repairs. Got a scratch on your leather couch? Find the right shade of polish and it practically disappears. Number 10, coffee grounds to fertilize plants. We're back to coffee grounds, but this
No,
time for
those
your
coffee
garden.
grounds.
Your
Yep.
grandparents didn't know the science, but they knew their roses looked amazing when they dumped their morning coffee grounds around them. Turns out
Next hack is
Yes.
coffee grounds for fertilizer.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that a lot of people don't know, Chelsea, about coffee grounds, if you have a Starbucks in your area, anywhere near close, they
Hmm.
have a program called Grounds for Your Garden or Grounds to Your Garden, something like that. And it's
Hmm.
been around since the 90s, they say. You just call them and tell them you need some used coffee grounds, and they'll give you as many as you want. They'll bag them and box them up for you. And you just come back because they repel mosquitoes.
Hmm.
They make your yard healthy.
Hmm.
They make your plants healthy, and they're safe. So stop throwing away those used coffee grounds. You'll find out they have a lot more uses.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
coffee grounds are basically plant steroids. They're rich in nitrogen.
Coffee
If
grounds are
plants
plant
need
Steroids.
food to grow. They
steroids.
also contain calcium, potassium,
Yes.
iron, phosphorus, magnesium, and chromium. It's like a multivitamin for your garden. But you can't just dump a pile of grounds and call it a day. Your grandma knew to mix them into the soil or compost them first. Fresh grounds are acidic, which acid-loving plants like azaleas, rhododendrons, and blueberries absolutely love. But even plants that prefer neutral soil benefit from composted coffee grounds. Here's something else she probably figured out through trial and error. Coffee grounds repel certain pests. Slugs and snails hate crawling over them. Cats avoid gardens with coffee grounds spread around. Some people even swear it keeps rabbits away. And if you make a ring of grounds around plants, it can deter cutworms and other crawling pests. The nitrogen in coffee grounds also speeds up composting. Your grandparents' compost pile probably had every morning's coffee grounds added to it. Number 9, storing potatoes with apples. This one seems completely random until you understand the
Yeah.
science. Your grandmother
They're saying the next hack is storing potatoes with apples. So let's find out what it's
Yeah.
about. Like, why?
stored apples with her potatoes to keep them from sprouting. Sounds
To
crazy,
keep
but
them
it
from
works.
sprouting.
Apples
Okay.
release ethylene gas, which prevents potatoes from sprouting. 1 apple for every 10 pounds of potatoes, and those spuds stay fresh for weeks longer than they would otherwise. Your grandma's root cellar or pantry probably had this arrangement, and she might not have even known why it worked, just that it did. But here's where it gets interesting. She also knew never to store certain things together. Onions and potatoes? Never.
Never.
I found that out. Yes.
I
I
have my
found that.
onions next to the potatoes right
I
now.
had my onions and potatoes in the same thing, and they said because when you do them that way, The onions make your potatoes sprout really fast and get old fast,
Oh,
and the
wow.
potatoes make your onions rot fast. So I like to cook onions and potatoes together, so it made sense for me to put them together. I
Yeah, I
ran
just
and
have
I
them in the
grabbed
same
my
corner.
basket though. When I grabbed that basket, all those potatoes I had just bought were sprouted already. And the
Wow.
onions that were in there, they were soft. I had to throw them away. So I did separate them and make sure I don't put my onions and potatoes together. Who would have thought?
Right? I just
And
have them both like in the same little
yeah.
corner.
And it says don't put them together like that. I was
Wow.
putting everything together, but I guess just like chemicals, certain chemicals don't mix,
Yeah.
certain fruits and veggies and stuff, you can't put them together. It'll save you money. You won't have to run back to the store that often. So, all right, that's good.
All right.
Onions release moisture and gases that make potatoes rot faster. Bananas away from everything because they release so much ethylene, they'll make everything around them ripen too fast. She had a
Also,
whole
remember
mental
we told
map
you
of what could
guys
be stored
bananas are
together and what
radioactive?
needed to be kept apart.
Yes,
This
who
knowledge
knew
saved
that?
money and reduced waste. In an era before preservatives and year-round grocery availability, knowing how to store food properly was essential. Those potatoes might need to last all winter. That apple arrangement wasn't just clever, it was survival.
Mm,
Number 8, rubbing alcohol for cleaning glass and mirrors.
rubbing
Rubbing
alcohol?
alcohol?
We both said it together. Now, I've heard of the using the vinegar to clean the glasses, but
Uh-huh.
rubbing alcohol? Wow. Didn't know that.
Yeah, they're saying use rubbing alcohol to clean glass.
Mm-hmm. Glass, yes.
So that's another money saving hack because I'm sure you probably have some rubbing alcohol sitting around.
Mm-hmm. And think of how cheap that would be.
Windex is expensive and full of chemicals. Your grandparents just used rubbing alcohol mixed with water. Equal parts in a spray bottle. Maybe add a drop of dish soap if things are really grimy. This
Mm.
mixture cuts through fingerprints, hairspray residue, and toothpaste splatters like nobody's business. The alcohol evaporates quickly, leaving no streaks behind. Your grandmother probably cleaned every mirror and window in the house with this simple mixture. It cost pennies compared to commercial glass cleaners and worked just as well, if not better.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, rubbing alcohol disinfects as it cleans, so those bathroom mirrors weren't just streak-free, they were germ-free too. But rubbing alcohol's usefulness didn't stop at glass. Got
Mm.
permanent marker on something? Rubbing alcohol removes it.
Wow.
Sticky residue from labels?
Oh, another use for rubbing alcohol?
Permanent markers? Wow. How many times have you picked up a marker thinking you have the right one and it's a permanent one? Rubbing
hmm
alcohol to remove it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rubbing alcohol? Ink stains on clothes? Dab with rubbing alcohol before washing. It even removes grass stains from kids' clothes. Your grandparents probably had a bottle under every sink in the house. At 70% concentration, it's strong enough to clean and disinfect, but safe enough to use around the house. And unlike many modern cleaners, the smell dissipates quickly. No artificial fragrances lingering for hours. Number 7, frozen grapes as ice cubes.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of this one. Listen to this.
Frozen grapes as ice cubes is the next hack. Frozen grapes as ice cubes. So let's see what they're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandmother was serving bougie drinks before bougie was even a word. Frozen grapes instead of ice
Bougie.
cubes. Genius. They keep your drink cold without watering it down, and when you're done drinking, you've got a frozen snack. She probably
Mm.
discovered this serving wine at dinner parties, not
Put it
wanting to
in your
dilute the good stuff
wine.
with regular
Yes.
ice. But frozen grapes work in
But you
any
have to
drink.
freeze them
Kids
first,
love them in juice
separate,
or
like on
lemonade.
a cookie
They're
sheet,
perfect in
not
sangria or white
together.
wine.
Then you put them
Even in
together.
water, they add a subtle sweetness as they thaw.
Mm.
Plus, they look fancy. Your
Ooh, that
guests
would be
think you're
good in
some kind of
water.
Yeah,
entertaining
and that
genius,
would
when
look
really you
fancy
just threw some
too.
grapes in the freezer the night before. The trick is to wash and completely dry the grapes before freezing. Any moisture on the outside turns to ice and makes them stick together. Spread them on a baking sheet to freeze individually first, then transfer to a container. Your grandma probably had a permanent stash in the freezer. Green grapes, red grapes, maybe even some frozen berries for variety. It's such a simple trick, but it elevates any drink from ordinary to special. Number 6, chalk to absorb moisture.
Chalk to
Mm?
absorb moisture is the next
Chalk?
hack.
Absorbing moisture with a piece of chalk. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
That toolbox in your grandfather's garage probably had a few pieces of chalk in it, and not for marking measurements. Chalk is an incredible moisture absorber. Put a few pieces in your
Mm.
toolbox and your tools won't rust. It's that simple. The calcium carbonate in chalk naturally attracts and holds moisture from the air. Your grandparents use this trick everywhere. A piece of chalk in the silverware drawer prevents tarnishing. In the closet, it keeps clothes from getting that musty smell. In storage boxes, it prevents mildew. They probably had chalk strategically placed all over the house. But here's the really clever application. Gym bags and laundry hampers. Drop a
Mm.
piece of chalk in there, and it
Oh.
Isn't that
absorbs the
something?
moisture that causes odor.
Gym
No
bags
more
and
embarrassing
laundry
smells when you
bags.
open your
Just
gym
drop a
bag
piece
at
of
work.
chalk in
The
there.
chalk just quietly does its job, sucking up excess moisture before bacteria can grow.
Wow. So if you guys have like a gym bag or something, you can just put a piece of chalk in there and it'll absorb that moisture so it doesn't smell like sweat when you unzip it.
And they also said in your toolbox to keep the moisture out of there, to keep tools to lasting longer, to keep them from rusting.
Mm-hmm.
That you can put a piece of chalk in there. Man, that will save on buying tools that often.
Right. So you don't got to replace your tools.
Mm.
And when the chalk gets saturated, just put it in the sun to dry out and it's good to go again. One box of chalk could last years, protecting thousands of dollars worth of tools, clothes, and household items. Your grandfather probably bought chalk by the box, and it wasn't for the grandkids to draw on the sidewalk.
Right.
Number 5.
Okay, before we get into number 5, do have a comment from Kathy. So let's
Mm-hmm.
pull that up. She says, "Love your shirt, Chelsea. Hi, ladies."
I have mine.
Yes.
If I know you were wearing yours, I would have wore mine.
Yes, I am wearing my real deal shirt today. The real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I missed them when they were here in town. That
Yeah.
ended up being a day I had to take over to go down and feed at the shelter. So
Mhm.
I was down there and I was grilling all day long, and I was just completely wiped out and undone. By the time the evening came, I ran and jumped in the tub, jumped out of
Mhm.
there, and jumped right in that bed.
I
I
bet.
couldn't. Yeah, and we had a full day Operation Love, so. Otherwise, I would have been there.
All right. Now let's get back into these hacks.
Don't go anywhere. You guys stay in here and comment on these hacks. Let us know if you heard of any of the hacks. Let us know if you actually tried any. And if you haven't, at least pick one to try and come back and tell us about it.
Coconut oil for wood furniture. Before
Mm.
specialty wood polishes and conditioners, there was coconut oil. Your grandmother might have called it something else, but she knew that a little oil could make old wood furniture look new again. Coconut oil penetrates deep into the wood, moisturizing it from within and bringing out the natural grain. Take a small amount, warm it between your hands until it liquefies, then rub it into the wood with a soft cloth. The transformation is immediate. Dried, dull wood suddenly has depth and richness. Scratches become less noticeable. The wood feels smooth and nourished instead of dry and brittle. Your grandparents probably treated all their wood furniture this way twice a year. But coconut oil does more than just make wood pretty. It actually protects it. The oil creates a barrier against moisture and everyday wear. It prevents cracking and splitting. And unlike some commercial,
So you can use coconut
Wow.
oil on your wood to keep it from cracking and splitting and to polish it up and make it shine. Oh, Kathy says they're at Beloit Farmers Market Saturday at 9 a.m.
Mm.
And she also says, I got coconut oil and use it on scratches on my floor. It helped.
Oh, okay. I never would have thought of that, the coconut oil to help with things like that, but I could see it.
products, it doesn't build up a gunky residue over time. Just pure, natural protection that smells faintly of coconut. They also used it on cutting boards, wooden spoons, and salad bowls. Anything wood that came in contact with food got the coconut oil treatment. It's food safe, naturally antibacterial, and keeps wooden kitchen items from drying out and cracking. Number 4. Tension rod under the sink. That chaotic cabinet under your kitchen sink? Your grandmother had that figured out decades ago with one simple tension rod. Install it toward the front of the cabinet, and suddenly you've got a place to hang spray bottles. All your cleaning supplies are visible.
A tension rod in the
Wow.
front of the sink?
And that's good because you know what I just thought about? I had some little rods around here, and I have that one door when I open my cabinet up under the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And I can really put something like a tension rod there, something to put towels and things like that on. Because otherwise, I just toss them in there in that basket under there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You put the tension rod under the sink and then you can
Mm-hmm.
hang
Hang whatever you
your
want on
little
there.
different cleaners or whatever you want to hang right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Accessible, and not falling over every time you reach for something in the back. This one little trick probably saved her hours of frustration over the years. No more digging through a pile of bottles to find the one you need. No more knocking things over and having to reorganize every time. Just grab what you need and go. But she didn't stop at one rod. Maybe another one further back for dish towels or rubber gloves. Some people even put them vertically to create dividers for storing cutting boards and baking sheets.
Oh,
The
yeah, that's
organization
cool. You could even put
possibilities
them
are endless.
vertical.
Your grandmother understood that good organization isn't about expensive systems or custom cabinets. It's about simple, practical solutions that actually work. A $3 tension rod solving a problem that modern organizing systems charge $50 to fix. Number 3. Freeze soup in muffin tins. Your
Oh,
Freeze soup in muffin tins.
freezing. You know what? I can see where they're going with that. To put some soup, and speaking of soup, that might work when I get ready to do a big batch of that soup
Mm-hmm.
for the seniors
Mm-hmm.
and put some in muffin tins to freeze them, make individual little portions.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, what they say in the muffin tins.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to try that too, actually, because I've
Mm-hmm.
got muffin tins and I don't really make muffins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
might as well
That's
get some
something,
use
might as
out of
well
it.
get some use out of some different use.
Mm-hmm.
grandmother was meal prepping before meal prepping was trendy. But instead of plastic containers taking up the whole freezer, she used muffin tins. Pour leftover soup into muffin tins, freeze solid, then pop them out and store in
Wow.
freezer bags.
Mm-hmm.
Each soup puck is a perfect single serving. Want lunch?
Right.
Grab 2 pucks. Feeding the whole family? Grab 8. It's portion control and convenience rolled into one. No more defrosting an entire container of soup when you just want a bowl.
That
This
makes
trick works for
sense.
more than
Right.
just soup, sauce, stock, even leftover wine for cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Anything liquid that you want to save in portion-controlled amounts. Your grandma probably had bags of different frozen portions, all labeled with masking tape and a pencil. But here's the really smart part. Those soup pucks defrost faster than a big block of frozen soup. So you can
Yeah,
go from frozen to hot soup in minutes instead of hours.
it
And they
Right.
makes
stack
sense.
efficiently in the freezer, taking up way less space than containers. She was basically running a
Right.
personalized frozen food section out of her freezer, decades before anyone thought to sell individual soup portions in stores. Number two,
Right. And that is such a great idea though, because you can do other things in there too, not just soup to make them like
Right.
individual
Like I could
portions.
do sauce. I was
Yeah, you can
thinking
get as many pucks out of there as you want and put them in bags, and it will save on the space in your freezer.
definitely helps if you're the type to meal prep. I know a lot of people are busy nowadays and you have to
Mm-hmm.
just do something to stay on
Yes.
top of your
Yeah, like
meals
me,
and
that would help me a lot, a whole lot. And like I say, thinking of when we do like soup for the seniors and stuff, I can, make up the soup ahead of time and freeze them in the tins, make little pucks,
Mhm.
and do them that way. We can even deliver them frozen that way, and they can unthaw them when they're ready to have them unthawed when they're ready to eat them. So I can see that, your tins being used for a lot. Shells, don't worry about not using them. You'll be using them.
Oh
Cause you
yeah.
gotta try one of the hacks and come back and share it
Yeah,
with us.
yeah, I definitely do.
I've tried the aluminum foil balls to clean the grill. Remember, it works. Ball up foil and just clean it. You gotta add any liquid, anything to the foil. It'll clean that grill rack real good.
lemon and salt for cutting boards. That wooden cutting board that's seen better
Hmm?
days, your
We
grandmother
went
could make
back.
it look and smell brand
Oh, did
new with
we?
just a lemon
Hmm.
and some coarse
Oops.
salt. Sprinkle salt all over the
Yeah.
Did
board,
we?
then use
We're
half a
almost
Yeah.
lemon
done.
as a
They put,
scrubber. The
oh, I
salt
wonder
acts
how they
as an
got the
abrasive,
lemon and
while the
salt again.
lemon juice disinfects and deodorizes.
Maybe they
After
repeated it.
years of cutting onions, garlic, and raw meat, that board gets funky. But this combination doesn't just clean the surface. The acid in the lemon actually kills bacteria that might be
Mm,
lurking in the tiny cuts and grooves. The salt scrubs away stains and helps the lemon penetrate deeper. Your grandma
okay.
probably did this once a week, keeping her cutting boards in service for decades. After scrubbing, she'd rinse with hot water and let it dry completely. Maybe finish with a light coating of mineral oil or coconut oil to keep the wood from drying out. This same
Okay.
board that she got as a wedding gift was still going strong 50 years later. Compare that to modern plastic cutting boards that get stained,
Yeah.
scratched,
Right.
and
I
gross
like
looking
wooden
after a year.
boards.
Me too.
Wood, properly maintained with lemon and salt, is naturally antibacterial and self-healing. Small cuts in the wood actually close up over time. Your
Wow.
grandmother knew this intuitively. Number
It
one, vinegar
goes up.
and dish soap fruit fly trap. And here we are at number one, the ultimate proof that your grandparents were household geniuses.
Vinegar
Fruit
and
flies,
dish
the
soap
scourge of every
Hmm.
fruit
kitchen in
fly
I
summer.
trap.
knew about that
But while
one
we're buying sticky
because they
traps and
can't swim
spray,
out.
your grandmother
They
just
get
grabbed the apple
attracted to the
cider vinegar
smell,
and dish soap.
but they
Here's
can't
her
get out.
foolproof method. Pour some apple cider vinegar in a small bowl, add a drop or two of dish soap, and leave it on the counter. The fruit flies are attracted to the vinegar because it smells like fermenting fruit. But the dish soap breaks the surface tension of the liquid. When they land to take a sip, they fall right in and can't escape. It's diabolical in its
How
simplicity.
cruel!
Within hours, that bowl
I
is
hate
full of
fruit
fruit flies.
flies.
Problem solved. No chemicals, no expensive traps, just two
No
things you already have in
chemicals.
your kitchen. Your
Right,
grandma
they
probably had one of
defer.
these traps
Hmm.
going all summer long, just as a preventive measure. But here's what really makes this number one. It represents everything about your grandparents' approach to household problems. They observed, they experimented, They found
Mm-hmm.
solutions using what they had. They didn't run to the store every time something came up. They figured it
Right.
out.
Right.
This fruit fly trap is the perfect example of their ingenuity. And there you have it, 25 household tricks that your grandparents used every single day without even
Wow.
thinking about it. These aren't just
Wow.
old-fashioned ideas that sort of work. These are proven solutions that are often better than what we use today. They are
Right.
cheaper, safer, and in most cases, more effective. The real
Yeah.
genius is that your grandparents figured all this out without the internet, without tutorials, without life hack videos. They just paid attention, shared knowledge with
Why you
you,
want to
Breaking
and
the
go
fourth
there?
weren't
wall.
afraid to try things. So next time you're about to buy some expensive specialty product, ask yourself what your grandma would have done. The answer might surprise you. If you found even one tip in here helpful, hit that subscribe button because we've got plenty more where these came from. And drop a comment telling us which trick you're going to try first. Thanks for watching,
Yes.
and we'll see you next time.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
That was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, a lot of those hacks are natural and
Save you money.
yeah, save you money. If they work, you try them and they work. You don't have to go like certain things. I don't go to the store too much and buy. One of them is coffee creamer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, when I go to fix coffee, if I look, I'm out of creamer, I'm going nuts because I have to have creamer and sugar in
Right.
mine.
Right.
I'm going absolutely nuts. And I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. There's got to be other things you can substitute for that. And so I just asked Chat GPT to give me, so many different ways coffee creamer, and they did. And one was even, which I've tried before, put a
Mhm.
scoop of vanilla ice cream in your
Oh,
coffee.
I've done that before.
I've done that before, and because I didn't have any creamer.
Mm-hmm.
But what one I found I really like that I'm doing now is pouring evaporated milk in there
Mm-hmm.
with just a little vanilla flavoring, and it tastes like a restaurant style coffee. And it had different things like adding cinnamon, adding this to it, adding
Mm-hmm.
milk, adding sweetened condensed milk.
Oh
And
yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm here stressing. I got to go to the store because I need coffee creamer. And I had about 8 cans of each.
Mm-hmm.
I had about eight because I thought about it. I stock up on that stuff because I do a lot of baking. So I won't be going to buy coffee creamer at the store anymore. I'll be whipping up my own and I'll be experimenting, trying different flavors and different
Mm-hmm. You
things.
can add
All I
that to your
need,
little menu.
yes, all I need is the basics. So stuff like that and certain salad dressings.
Mm-hmm.
I make them from scratch real easily, natural. So I don't go buy, especially French dressing and Italian stuff. I don't go buy that in the store anymore.
Oh, you make your own?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
very easy to. I learned that at my former job. It's very easy. And I
I
was
know you didn't
cooking.
want to, but maybe you should share some of these cooking hacks.
Yeah, I'll do that one time. Share.
Or maybe we can even do it on
Um,
here, like every so often.
okay,
Share your little cooking
yeah,
hacks.
because I'm always looking for a different hack, and these will be hacks that I know work, that
Right.
things that I've actually tried and
Right.
work, and I'm willing to share that stuff because things like salad dressings and all this stuff, we don't need to go to the store to buy that stuff. You have the ingredients already right there in your refrigerator. And during the summer, of course, I won't be buying ice cream. I'll be making my own. I can make my own flavors. So
Yes.
I'm waiting on it
Speaking
to
of, Katie
warm
was
up.
asking too. She was like, when
Yeah.
is she making ice cream again?
Tell Katie, hold on, it's real soon, real soon. I haven't used my ice cream maker yet because the other ice cream I made, I just used the blender, but Now that I have an ice cream maker, I'll be using that to make
Thank
things
you.
faster. And I make all flavors. So, yes, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. Yes. Once
All right. Well, that's the hour.
That's our hour, you guys. I want to thank you guys for supporting Operation Love Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, if you're just tuning in, our garden is going great. The garden is going great. I've already harvested some lettuce from there. And the good thing about it, I just snip it and let it keep growing and come back and get it again. And it grows, the lettuce, I didn't realize grows so fast. And so then today I went back and I harvest parsley and I harvest, what else did I harvest? Kale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, and when I did that, I thought, I'm gonna make me a smoothie and put some kale in there.
Yeah.
Because I'll make a smoothie and I like
Mm-hmm.
those baby spinach leaves.
Yeah,
put
you
in
can make
there.
a green smoothie with all
Yeah,
that.
I like that. I make a fruit smoothie and, put the fruit and all that stuff and it turns out good. But I thought,
You actually have everything for a green smoothie. Like, have
yeah,
you had one of those
yes.
before? You got the mint and
Yes,
everything.
I do, because I did grow a peppermint plant, so I have that. I have a lot of natural things that's growing out there. I'm even growing strawberries out there.
Ooh.
So I do have a variety, and right now, simmering on the stove with some smoked turkey because I'm gonna use some of my garden vegetables, but I'm gonna make a soup with smoked turkey, red potatoes, onions. What else? I thought of something else. Oh, my veggies. I'm gonna put some kale in there. You better believe it. I
Mm-hmm.
got everything chopped up and ready. My parsley, my broth, and all that. So I'm gonna make a potato soup with smoked turkey and our fresh garden vegetables. So I'll let you guys know how that come out. I will be using those veggies. We will be feeding our seniors and not having to run to the store to get that stuff when we need it. And we also be able to share. So, yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. We'll be able to share.
Yep.
So, thank you. Any comments? Anybody have anything in parting? Because it's
Yeah.
time. Don't know what happened to our guests. We haven't
Yeah,
heard.
unfortunately, we haven't heard back from
Fortunately,
our
we haven't heard
guests.
back from our guests, and we have that all planned. And our guest is aware and was reminded. They've been sharing the posts, and we've been advertising, and we reached out. But those are just some things you have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Emergencies can come up. Things can slip your mind, even though you just discussed it. So we have to always be ready and prepared to
Yep.
move on.
Yep. And we had
Yes.
our pivot ready, so
Thanks for the love. We have to
yeah.
always be prepared to have something in the background to move on. So we would do it again and again and again. And Kathy, if you're still in here, we will be coming around for the real deal to do another interview. We
Mm-hmm.
can stream you guys in here. You can be in the studio or wherever you want to be. And if you want to sing a little bit, play a little bit, we can handle that.
All right, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Have them in their element.
yeah, I like, when we do the artists and the bands and the groups and things, that we can have them in their own element. So if they want to play a little something or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, we can have them do that. So that's something we'll be doing. So we'll be reaching back out to you guys. And thank you for tuning in to episode
71.
71.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be back on Friday. See you then.
Yep. See you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight.